Okay guys, in one of the videos I tied the Thvera blue, the original pattern. I just wanted to show you the variant. So this is we're going to tie it on a size 12 partridge patriot double. The thread that I'm going to use to start off tying the fly is uni thread 80 in white. Now we're just going to come in, get the thread started behind the eye of the hook, run on a few turns and remove the waist tag. Now the tag is in two parts. First part is oval silver tinsel and small. So I'm going to tie this in underneath the hook shank, a couple of turns to catch it in, bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook, and then just run this down. Now I'm just going to bring my thread down until my thread is in line with the point of the hook, and then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel, and on the 5th turn bring it up and in between the two hooks. Now just going to come in a couple of turns to secure that in, trim it away. Now at this point, the next part of the tag is going to be the yellow glow bright floss in number 10. Right, just like to have it on a bobbin holder and just put more pressure onto it, make for a more sturdier fly. Now I'm going to tie this in nice and tight, and then I'm going to run my thread up. I'm going to cast off the white thread at this point. So I'm just going to come in, a couple of whip finishes, trim the thread off, and then we're going to come around with our yellow glow bright floss. Now, you're not looking at a massively large tag. 4 turns up, 4 turns back down, and 4 turns back up again's plenty. Now keep this tight. I'm going to come back in with the whip finishing tool, just stick in 2 turn whip finish. I'm just going to push this up nice and tight, come in, trim that away. Now you got to protect that, so you can either super glue it, varnish, just to speed the tan up a wee bit. I'm just going to come in with a wee drop of the UV resin, just a wee dab onto the tag, and then I'm just going to spread it around the glow bright floss. This will just make the fly last a wee bit longer for you, and the floss won't fray away then. So I'm just going to come in with my torch. Just get my torch. There we go. And just give that a quick blast. That'll dry in no time. That's it, dry. Now we're just going to come back in with our white thread again. Oh. Make sure you tie it on properly, Scotty. Now just run this down, right down to the tag, to there. Remove the waist thread. Now we're going to tie it the original variant as it was the instructions to tie it. Now you can use the yellow glow bright floss again for the tail if you want, but what I'm going to do is use the yellow cock hackle fibres. So I'm just going to pull these up from the stem, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to take a couple of pinches. Now they don't have to be level, so they don't. Now, I'm only going to want the tail from the tag to the body over the back. It's not a long tail on this fly. If you want your tail long, you make it long. Still catch fish. Now, I'm just going to come in, trim away the excess. Now on the way up, I'm going to tie in another length of the oval silver tinsel for the rib. Offer this up much the same length as the cut ends. The body is going to be the glow bright floss 14, this nice blue. So I'm going to tie this in on the way up as well. Just offer it up, just pull it in to the same length. Now just run your thread up, tying all 3 materials in at the same time. nice and tight. Now we're going to whip finish off the white thread again, because we're going to make the head black. Now, see if you don't want to go through all the hassle of using 2 threads to tie with, just tie it with black thread. It's no big deal. I just like to tie it with the white because it helps to keep the body bright, but that's my own personal choice. Now, just come around with our nice blue glow bright floss, and you're just looking one turn from the other, much like you would do with thread when you're dressing the hook at the start. Just bring it up to there. Now we're going to come in with our uni thread in black and 8/0. We're just going to tie this on behind the eye, run this down. Now I'm just going to come in, I'm just going to clip away the excess of the black thread. Then you're just looking to do a couple of turns over the blue glow floss, just to tie it in. Now push your thread out of the way, come in and trim away your glow bright floss. Then we can bring up the rib. Now you're looking for 4 turns onto the body of the oval silver tinsel, up to there, follow it across with your thread, 1 turn to hold and a couple of turns to secure. That's plenty. Come in, knock away your excess of the oval silver tinsel. Then we'll just tie this in. Just want to get a nice base of thread down here for the wing. Now on the original pattern there that I tied, there's jungle cock. There's no jungle cock on this fly. Simple wee fly to tie. Now the wing is grey squirrel tail dyed blue. So just going to come in, I just want to take a nice pinch, just enough for the wing. That's plenty. I'm going to come in, trim this away. I'm going to stack this. I like to stack the squirrel. You don't have to stack it. You know, that's lined up enough for you could put that on, no problem. And I just like to stack mine into the tips, goes into the hair stacker. A couple of rattles on the desk. All the tips have lined up. We'll take it out. We'll just get it measured up. Now, you can have this as long and short as you like, it's up to you. I'm just going to have it less than the yellow cock fibres for the tail. So I'm just going to hold it here in my finger and thumb. Just going to come in with my scissors, just trim away the excess over the bin. Just get the squirrel as tight as you can to the hook, the shank of the hook. Then just come around with a pinching loop. Then 1 more, then a couple of tight turns. Now I'll hold that in place. Now keep your thread tight. You can come in with varnish. Don't like super glue. This is super glue that I'm using. Don't like to put super glue on your flies. Just come in with a drop of varnish. And then just going to bring this down over the cut ends. And this will just secure in the squirrel and stop that bad boy from pulling out on you. Now, there's no flash in the wing, so I'm just going to tie it. I usually like to put a bit of flash in, but I'll just show you the pattern, the variant as it is. Right. Just going to get that wing a wee bit lowered, so I'm just going to come in and crease it with my thumb. That'll just lower the wing for me a wee bit. Now the throat, you can use cock hackle fibres. This is just blue hen. You can't really see the nice blue colour because of the t-shirt I'm wearing, but I'm just going to come in and take 2 pinches of the hen fibre. Just moving it around in my hand to get it to open up, staff it up underneath the hook. Just bringing it back to touch the tag at the back. Just come up with a pinching loop. A couple of nice tight turns to secure it in, to hold it in. Then you can come around now, just come in with your nail and you can spread it out. Nice pair of sharp scissors here. Just come in and trim away the excess of the hen. Now, you want to make sure that the hen hackle's tied in the throat, because don't forget you're not using super glue now at this point. Here, just want to make sure that this is tied in nice and securely. Bring the thread back up to the wing. Now, just keep your thread tight. All sorts going on here on my desk. Just going to come in with the whip finishing tool and just doing a whip finish. Pull your thread nice and tight, come in, trim away the thread. First coat onto the head, super glue. Just get this the whole way around, don't want to get into the wing. Or your throat tackle. It'll just ruin the fly, it'll stop the fly from being mobile. And then you'll know if you've got super glue in any of your feathers, because you'll get that white moisture bloom once you start to face the fly. But look, there you go, that's the variant of the Thvera blue. I tied the original, it's ready up on the channel if you want to go and have a look at it, or if you haven't already viewed it. So good wee top dropper fly. So tie a few up, have them in your box, and hopefully you can catch you a few fish.